Julia, today we're gonna analyze the two sisters.
Do sisters always share the same color palette?
Well, sharing DNA doesn't always mean to share same colors, so let's find out what happens.
Hi everyone and welcome to the second episode of Color Analysis
Celebrity Edition.
I'm Julia.
I'm Alessandra.
We're two color analysts and today we're going to analyze the Hadid sisters, Gigi and Bella.
The aim of a color analysis session is to find out their best colors in terms of makeup, accessories and much more.
Correct. So Alessandra, let's start with Bella's analysis.
The first step of a color analysis session is to find the undertone of our client. So we need to see if they are warm or cool, depending on how their skin reacts to warm and cool colors. So as you can see here, guys, we are comparing two colors that have a different undertone, a raspberry red and a tomato red. So a cool red versus a warm red. And we can see how Bella's skin reacts to the raspberry red in a more harmonious way. So the aim is always to find harmony between the client colors and the colors that we are analyzing. The tomato red is not bad, but again, she's beautiful. She's stunning. But that reflection that the tomato gives to her skin, it's a little bit artificial.
Yeah.
It makes her skin a little bit yellowish, right?
Yeah.
While the cool option seems to clear the skin.
Much better, yes, I agree.
And moving on to other color comparison, we see exactly the same effect. So the salmon pink, that is the warm option, gives to the skin a yellowish, sallowish appearance.
It's that sickly yellow, isn't it?
While that cool pink is perfect.
It's really, really good. It's especially good, I have to say.
Is matching perfectly with the pinkish of the cheeks, and the lip color is exactly the same of the
so
cool
beautiful.
pink. So this color on her is stunning. Moving on to two dark options, we can see that even in this case, blue navy is working better than brown.
Definitely.
And cool white is definitely matching better than the warm white that is a little bit too creamy, too dirty in comparison to the clear skin and the clear eyes that she has with the cool white. So much better option.
Absolutely. The cool colors on her have a very cleaning effect. Why? With the warm colors, everything looks a little dirtier. Like this yellow reflection doesn't naturally belong to her.
Yeah, we can definitely see that Bella has a very cool undertone, and to confirm that undertone, also metals play a very important role in the undertone phase. In fact, we can choose for her silver accessories better than gold.
For sure, especially this very, very yellow gold.
Silver in this case represents the cool side of the undertone, so it represents the gray of the color, while gold, as you see, is very, very yellow on her.
Yeah.
So if we can choose a makeup for Bella's, it's gonna be silver rather than golden, right?
Silver eyeshadow, for example, instead of gold eyeshadow. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. So, Alessandra,
The
cool
undertone is definitely cool. Bella has a cool undertone.
No doubt about it. So, since we know that she's cool in undertone, we already know that she's not a spring. We already know that she's not an autumn, because those two seasons have a warm undertone. So, knowing that her undertone is cool, we know that she works better with cool colors, and therefore either with the winter palette or with the summer palette. Now the question is, does she work better with colors that are cool and intense, like the winter ones, or better with colors that are cool and a little more soft and delicate and gentle, like the ones from the summer palette? Let's have a look at two greens: emerald green from the winter palette and sage green from the summer palette. So here, Alessandra, tell me what you think. The difference, I don't think it's as evident as it was with the undertone. With the undertone, it was obvious that she was cool, right?
Absolutely, I totally agree with you. In this phase, guys, we're using two cool colors, and she has a very cool undertone. So let's say that both colors are working in terms of undertone pretty well.
Correct.
And the intensity is not as clear as was the undertone.
Yeah, that's right. So when we analyze the intensity, she can even be somewhere in between. To me, it looks like she's a little bit in between, but at the end of the day, one works better compared to the other. And the one that we prefer on her is the sage green, because even if the emerald green is definitely correct in terms of undertone, it clears the skin really well, it's a little bit too strong. So the color that is so saturated can steal the scene. A bit weird to say that something steals the scene from Bella Hadid.
Sorry, Bella.
But in terms of color analysis and color theory, this color actually overpowers her features a little bit. It's a little bit too strong. Why? If we go a little softer with the intensity and we go to the sage green, it looks like she's now the protagonist. Her colors are the protagonists. I can see the color of her lips, I can see the color of her eyes, of her cheeks, of the skin, of the hair, much better. So Alessandra, again, I feel like she's not one of the extremes. She's a little bit in the middle, but definitely the sage works better compared to the emerald.
I totally agree. So she's a summer, right?
Bella belongs to the summer palette because her undertone is cool and her level of intensity is low. Being a summer, Bella works extremely well with colors that are cool and delicate. I love her in this makeup, rather cool but also not too strong. That silver detail on the shoulder, but also, can I say, perfect hair color. And also here with the silver dress, absolutely stunning. Of course she's wearing makeup, right? But everything shines. It looks very harmonious. Again, perfect hair color. And you know, with this pink, rather delicate, but also I love the makeup, especially on the lips.
Yeah.
Perfect color
Pink
for a
is
summer.
definitely one of her best color, and
Yes.
we already saw in the undertone phase. Remember that pink was perfect
On
on her.
Yeah, and talking about pink, even this one, especially with the silver jewelry, creates a beautiful combination. Look at her, absolutely stunning, and everything looks effortless because it looks natural. It doesn't look like she's trying a lot, right? It looks effortless on her. And also white. White is a beautiful color on a summer, especially with this subtle, delicate pattern, right? So these little delicate stripes, a great example of a pattern on a summer. While Alessandra, if we have a look at Bella when she wears colors that are not part of her palette, I mean, of course, she's always beautiful, right?
Absolutely.
But we can see that the colors
We can
are
see an
not
effort
working.
in doing something against her natural colors. So beautiful. I think here she's saving the dress probably with a necklace.
With the necklace, I agree. And also the makeup is not too warm, but the dress should have been silver.
Yeah. And even here, look, the eyes, how heavy they look. And here, what is really catching the attention, also her hair color, right?
Definitely.
Her color plays a very important role in color analysis and in emphasizing our beauty, because hair really frames our face 24/7, right?
Sure.
And when the hair color are not in palette, we can really tell that it's not in palette, right?
For sure, the contrast is gone. It looks a little flat, the image, and also a little bit heavy, as you said, with this black around the eyes. So of course we prefer her with the summer colors. So Bella belongs to the summer palette. Guys, if you're still watching, remember to subscribe to the channel, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, activate the bell to receive the notification for our next videos. Do all of the things that you have to do on YouTube, please.
Book a session.
Visit our website, do everything you like. And now, Ale, we can go on with Gigi's analysis. Alright, so Gigi's undertone. Let's start. I'm very curious to see if they share the same undertone to start with. Okay, so Gigi, Again, the two reds, the tomato and the raspberry. I have to say that it looks a little different from before. With the cool red, it almost looks like she's missing something, like something is gone. And when we go back to the warm, we're like, oh, the shine, the glow on her skin is back. So, okay. Quite interesting start.
Exactly, quite interesting reaction, because we are moving from one sister to another one and it's changing everything, right?
Yes, definitely. So Gigi is reacting to these colors in a completely different way compared to Bella.
And it's incredible how different is the reaction on Gigi's skin. Even consider that they are two sisters, right? On the surface, they have the same, rosy skin, the same eye color. They look very alike,
very similar,
very similar.
Alike, for sure. As you can see, guys, it doesn't mean that they share the same palette, at least so far, even with these light pinks. This light pink, we loved it on Bella. On Gigi, I have to say that I prefer the other one. I prefer the salmon because it adds a little bit more glow on her skin, and this yellow reflection that the salmon pink reflects on Gigi, and that looked a little sickly yellow sallow on Bella, on her it looks really, really golden, really flattering. So Ale, even with the pinks, I'm giving another point to the warm side here.
Absolutely.
And with the darker colors,
again, brown.
Same. Unbelievable how differently they are reacting to these colors. With the navy blue, I get the impression that she looks a bit more tired because everything looks grayer. Okay,
it's
something
a little bit heavy. That blue,
also. It looks like we're switching something off on her colors, and then we go to the brown, and the skin glows again. It becomes a bit more golden. This is the beautiful effect of warm colors on warm people. They become very golden. Even with the white, I mean, I wouldn't say that clean white is a color that she has to avoid at all costs, otherwise something happens, but definitely the cream white is more gentle on her skin. It's very, very harmonious around her, and it fits her colors perfectly. If we had any doubts so far, I think we can be completely sure with the metals, Ale, because the gold works so much better compared to the silver. This is very, very important. This is huge difference here. I am very impressed by how differently they reacted. Like, this is not a small difference. It's like they're
huge.
quite
different. They're quite different. So guys, two sisters doesn't always share the same palette.
No, you can share DNA and you can still have two completely different palettes like Gigi and Bella, because so far we understood that Gigi's undertone is warm. So she's not a summer. We already know that she's not a summer.
She's gonna be on the other side of the graph.
Correct. She's not a winter, but she's either spring or autumn.
Depending on the level of intensity. Let's see what happens with the greens comparison. Here I think that the intensity is very visible on Gigi. Remember that with Bella,
it was a bit in between.
It was a little bit in between. We always give the preference to the soft color absolutely on hair. But here with Gigi, I think is much easier to find the right match.
Yeah.
I really think that this spring green is way too much on her.
Absolutely.
It really steals the scene from her, while the soft color, the olive green part of the autumn palette really create that perfect match and that harmony around their color. So
100%. So they both belong to the bottom of the graph, but one is autumn and the other one is summer. So Ale, are you confirming Gigi Hadid is
autumn?
And let's have a look at her in colors from the autumn palette.
What can we say about this beauty?
Fantastic.
Here, fantastic in gold, fantastic the makeup, it's stunning. She's wearing makeup, she's wearing also quite a lot of accessory, but it's not too much. It's perfect in terms of intensity, and it's perfect in terms of undertone. I have to say that this golden appearance that she has is really flattered by gold accessories, for example,
sure.
gold and makeup, so everything is harmonious. Even here, gold accessories again. She really likes using gold. We find
absolutely.
a lot of
images with her gold.
Gold. She knows.
For sure.
Beautiful also with this olive green.
Yeah.
Very, very delicate and gentle. Really makes her colors golden.
Yeah,
More golden.
It makes her colors shine. This
Shines.
color that is so delicate, funny enough, makes her colors shine a lot.
Again in gold with a little bit of rose gold here. Beautiful. The intensity of the makeup is perfect. It's an evening makeup, so she's wearing quite a lot of makeup, but it's not too much. It's just perfect for an evening look. We cannot say the same when we see her without that golden, let's say, around her.
Let's switch to silver.
Let's switch to silver and switching to silver. Even the makeup is way too cold, way too cool. We can really see that she's wearing a lot of makeup here.
That's right, it looks like
It
a
looks
lot.
like a lot of makeup.
And maybe it's the same.
And maybe it's the same amount, let's say.
That's right. Maybe it's the same amount as the gold and the warm makeup, but it looks like a lot. And also, can I say, everything looks really, really grey.
Like really tired.
A bit tired. So no, we definitely prefer her in gold. And also here with these very heavy colors like black or these very strong, cool reds. I mean, sometimes it's the objective of the evening, of the event, of the runway to make models look a little bit, dramatic in their looks. So it's not like it's wrong, right? But in terms of color analysis, in terms of color theory, this is definitely not harmonious as a solution for her. It's cold, it's rather dark, it's intense, it's a little heavy on her. And not to mention here with the
hair color is completely wrong.
Yeah, no, completely wrong, completely wrong.
And the lips are the focus because the color is way too strong, too dark on hair colors.
Definitely. And who knows, maybe the focus needed to be on the lips for this photo shoot. So it's not wrong.
Exactly. It's not wrong. Sometimes the aim is to create that appearance that maybe is a little bit more dramatic.
Correct, because models are very useful for brands to wear stuff, but the protagonists are not the models, are the items that they wear. So maybe it's the lipstick now, or maybe it's the clothing. So sometimes you want to make the model disappear a little bit to make something else stand out. We don't know if this is the case, but sometimes it happens. So.
But you need to know your palette to do that.
For sure.
So you can play around what is more convenient for you, which is the aim that you want to achieve. Maybe being in palette always is not the aim. There's no right or wrong.
That's right. All right, guys, as you could learn today, sisters don't always share the same season.
What does it mean? It means that if you know your palette but your sister doesn't know the palette, she has to book a session. Or you have to give the session to your sister, because not always you share the same palette with your sister.
And this applies also to parents, kids, cousins, brothers. So remember, guys, that if you're interested in discovering your own colors, you can visit our website, coloranalysis.au. We thank you so much for watching this video until the end, and we will see you very soon on this channel with more videos. Bye!